Good morning, everyone. Welcome to rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. We're going to start our day off right yet again with an awesome morning yoga practice. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today by finding a nice comfy seat, and we're going to take our hands and rest them on the floor beside us. So take your fingertips and push them into the mat, sitting a little bit taller if you can. Feel free to close your eyes for this. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, stay here. And exhale. One more nice big inhale. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Lift that right arm all the way up for the ceiling and lean over to the left side, creating some length through the side of the body, through the arm, through the shoulder. And then use a nice big inhale. Lift yourself back up. Reset, sit tall. Inhale your left arm up and lean on over. Find that nice stretch. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Bring your hands to the mat or to your lap. Roll your shoulders back and down once, twice, and 3 times. Awesome work. All right, take your right hand and just bring it behind your low back. Maybe your fingers will come out on the other side of your body. You can interlace your fingers if that's the case. And then just let your head roll or fall over to the left shoulder. Feeling a little stretch to the neck and into that shoulder, even into that right arm. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale, lift your head, I should say, up and release that arm from behind you and then switch sides. Bring that left arm behind your low back, sit tall, and let your head fall over to that right shoulder. Nice work, you guys. Using an inhale, lift your head back up, bring your arms in front of you, interlace your fingers, push your palms to the front of the room, and drop your chin to your collarbone. Trying to round through the upper back, pull those shoulder blades away from each other, and breathe. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale, sweep your hands and your arms all the way up above your head. Lift that chin. And exhale, release your arms back to your sides or to the mat. All right, we're going to come over onto our hands and knees, setting up our tabletop position. And I want you just to bring your knees out nice and wide. And also, we're going to sink our hips back towards our heels. So you can have your big toes touching, regular traditional child's pose, or if you want to go a little bit further, depending on how those hips are feeling this morning, you could keep the feet away from each other a little bit. Sending those hips back. So I want you to push into your palms to send the hips back and keep those arms active. We're waking up the body here. So the elbows are lifted, the forearms are lifted, but still try and drop your forehead down to the mat. Keeping those arms active as you push into your palms, sending the hips back. Nice, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And exhale. Completely relax everything. Relax everything. The arms, the shoulders, the hips, the head. And then using an inhale, we're going to come all the way back up onto our hands and knees. So bring everything in. Set up your tabletop. Tuck your toes under and lift on up into downward facing dog. So first downward dog of the day, always the best. Awesome job, you guys. Take your dog for a little walk if you'd like. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Let your head be nice and heavy. You can even shake your head yes, shake your head no. Soften those shoulders and just kind of find what feels right. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, look between your hands. Inhale, look between your hands. And as you exhale, we're going to take that right foot and bring it all the way to the top of the mat, lowering the back knee down. And we're just going to walk our front foot over to the right side, setting up our lizard. So bring your hands to the mat. on the inside of that right foot. Sink into the hips a little bit. If you want to wake up those legs a little more, you can tuck your back toes and pick up that knee. Just an option though. Maybe rock your body weight from side to side a little bit. We're going to stay for just a few more moments, but we're going to add a twist. So you can keep that left hand planted. Take your right hand rested on your knee or reach all the way up. Nice, you guys. Just one more. Inhale here. And exhale, drop that right hand down, lower the back knee if you did lift it, and start to move your foot to the middle of your mat. We're going to send the hips back and find a nice little hamstring stretch, a little half split. So if you want to just kind of rock your body weight forwards and backwards a bit, bending the knee, straightening the knee, and just kind of getting into that hamstring. Awesome, you guys. You can hold it steady for a few breaths or keep moving forwards and back. And then with your next inhale, we're going to bend all the way back into that front knee, enough to plant the hands and step all the way into downward facing dog. All right, use an inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, that left foot's going to come forwards. Drop the right knee to start if you'd like, and then you can move your foot over to the left side. Setting up that lizard. Again, you can always lift the knee or not, wherever you want to be. However active, however awake you want those legs to be in this moment. Maybe rocking the weight from side to side. And then eventually finding that twist. Bringing the left hand to the knee or reaching all the way up. Still sinking those hips nice and low. And stay for another inhale. And exhale, release, and walk your front foot all the way back to the middle of the mat, sending your hips back for your half split. So again, you can stay steady or you can kind of rock forwards and backwards. I love to kind of move around in poses when I'm first waking up in the morning because we're a lot tighter in the morning. And sometimes you don't want to stay in that nice deep hamstring stretch, but you want to move a little bit. So whatever feels right for you. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then use an inhale. Start to shift forward. Plant your hands. Step all the way back into downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Let's look between the hands. And exhale. Walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. And move your feet out to the edges of your mat. Turn your toes out a little bit. And we're going to come into a nice low squat. So if you can keep your hands on the mat, you can. Maybe you need to come up here. Working a little bit more. But if you can come nice and low into that yogi squat, just think of it as a hip opener instead of strengthening the quad. So even if you're up here, think about just relaxing, even though you're feeling all that work. Nice, you guys. Just a few breaths here. You can take your elbows to your knees, push them out a little bit wider, lift that chest nice and proud. Take another inhale, exhale. Start to bring your hands to the floor and inhale. Lengthen those legs or lift the hips, I suppose. And then just turn your heels to point out a little bit so that your toes are coming straight forwards. And now we're going to bend the knees a lot here. Let the head be nice and heavy. A little wide stance in our forward fold. So just let the arms dangle, or you can actually hang onto your legs or your ankles or wherever. But let the head be heavy, most importantly. Nice, you guys. Maybe shift the weight from right to left a little bit. Just moving if you want to move or finding stillness. Awesome work, you guys. Bring your hands all the way to the floor. We're going to heel toe or step our feet all the way back together. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. exhale as you fold. Plant your hands and step your feet back into downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. Take another inhale and exhale. Let's bring our knees all the way down to the mat, all the way down. And then we're just going to bring that right foot forwards. Not a lunge per se. I want you to have a 90-90 in each of your legs. So not thinking about getting into that hip just yet. But our hands are going to find the hips or even the low back. And you're just going to push the hips forward a little bit. Now you might start to feel that left hip. And just lift the chest. So don't go crazy far into your back bend unless back bends are really involved, really included in your practice. You're great at them, whatever. Only go as far as your body allows you to go without forcing it. So just lift the chest, gently pull the elbows together, and then take the chin and lift it up a little bit as well. Nice, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And using an exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Bring that right knee in. Send that left foot out. So I want you nice and balanced. That's why I say do 90-90. Then the hands can come to the hips or the low back. Push those hips forward a little bit. Lift the chest. Think about growing that chest towards the ceiling. Gently pull those elbows together behind you. Lift the chin. Half camel. Nice work, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your hands all the way to the floor. Knees can come together. You can sit on your heels. Or you can sit cross-legged. But bring your hands together at heart center. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take one last inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Awesome work today, you guys. I hope that you have a great, great day. And until we meet again, namaste.